Hey guys, what's going on? It's Powerhouse TGF here, giving you our first anime review that we've ever done on this channel. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be doing it on JuJutsu Kaisen, chapter 155. The title of this chapter is called Passion. And then we pick up from where we left off last chapter with Hikari talking to Itadori about you could get a monthly income of 1,000,000 yen by working for 1 hour a day. Itadori seems skeptical about it. He says it's supposed it depends on what the work is. Hikari responds, but in order to know what the work is, you'll have to purchase this information for 200,000 yen. Itadori is still skeptical. Sounds kind of dishonest. Hikari confirms Itadori's skepticism. Yes, he tells him it is a scamming method. It's the way the wealthy pretend that they are wealthy by selling how to get rich. And the reason he's able to pull off this scam, he says, is because of passion. Passion, Itadori says. Both the scammer and the scammed have passion. I'm going to change my life, says Hikari. He goes on to explain how people get carried away with their passion, making rash decisions, and that he adores people's passion. Itadori and Hikari go on to have a back and forth about a more direct exchange of passion, in which Itadori replies, gambling? Hikari says you hit the nail on the head. Life is a gamble. There's a mountain of women that dump me because they despise gambling. They got it all wrong. So basically what's been going on here is Itadori and Hikari are having a back and forth. Hikari is explaining his scam to Itadori, and Itadori is trying to play none the wiser. He even responds to well, aren't there people that just want to live peaceful lives? Hikari claims that he doesn't know anybody like that. That's when he eventually reveals his scam to Itadori, which is the Fight Club. He eventually wants to control the country's passion. He then goes on to explain how this is the perfect time for him to expand his business because now that the existence of curses are known to the public, JuJutsu headquarters are not functional. Afterwards, he talks to Itadori about becoming one of his pawns, which I thought was pretty fucked up. And before he was able to give him a good response, Hikari's phone starts ringing. And that's when Hikari offers Itadori something to drink. Itadori says, I'll take something to drink, but no alcohol. So they have a little banter back and forth about being underage. And Hikari name drops Gojo. Itadori made the mistake of acting like he didn't know who Satoru Gojo was. Hikari confronts someone. He says, so why are you pretending that you don't know who Gojo is? Like, what the fuck? He takes a shot, slams that shit on the table. Boom, right in his face. Are you from JuJutsu High? Itadori's trying to explain. It's all right, bro. He know he's caught. He's like, listen, no. He didn't even get a chance, man. Hikari attacks him. He's using this curse technique, which is some weird attraction, I guess. He's bringing two objects together, and it looks like he has the capability of possibly slicing Itadori in half. But Itadori escapes, he jumps up, he's still trying to explain himself. He's like, listen. No, he's not getting a chance. He gets punched. He's trying to tell him again, listen. Hikari used his curse techniques on me, and he explains to him a call from Kurawa's number is a signal for an emergency. And so after he explains that, Itadori gets his hands on him, gives him a nice little headbutt. He says, listen. Hikari responds he doesn't want to because he's already cooled off, which I thought was pretty funny because it's a reference to the last chapter because Kurawa was mentioning how Hikari was hot. I thought that was pretty weird, but now that I understand, he said he's cooled off. So I guess that means he's pissed off now. So we switch scenes. We're back to where Fushiguro, Panda, and Kurawa are in a deadlock. And Fushiguro is trying to explain to her that they're not on JuJutsu's side right now. He's trying to explain to her that about the barriers that are formed in different places, and ultimately, they need Hikari's help. Now Kurawa seems skeptical and tells him that this serves you right. Then Fushiguro asks what happened between you and the higher-ups. Panda then goes on to explain that Kurawa and Hikari had an argument with the conservative faction. The conservatives think that JuJutsu should be done a certain way, Then Panda also does a name drop on like cursed videos that were popular. And I guess there are certain techniques that the conservatives don't want to exist in the JuJutsu world. So I guess it's kind of a classism sort of thing going on. Then Karawara goes to explain why that's why they hate the technique. He's a prime example of what they hate. Then she name drops Gojo again. She says, "You guys have Gojo to wipe your asses. Why are you trying to rely on us?" I can understand where she's coming from. She doesn't even know that Gojo was sealed, and that's what Fujiwara tells her. She says, "Gojo Sensei was sealed, that's why we lost." She gives like a little fucking penguin face, I guess. I don't know what the fuck that is. And they're like, yo, she don't even believe us, man. But they understand why. But then Fushiguro, he decides to test out her curse technique. He brings out the rabbit escape. And he said, if I can persuade this person, negotiations with Hikari will go smoother. But he doesn't even know that Itadori and Hikari are fucking going at it right now. I don't know how this is gonna develop. I don't know what's gonna come to this. I don't know if Itadori and Hikari are gonna have a full, drawn out fight. Is Itadori gonna get a chance to explain himself? And after that, is Hikari even gonna want to help them? We gotta think about that. But I mean, now I'm thinking about it. If Hikari gets into a long, drawn out fight with Itadori, we might have a chance to see that memory thing again. What if Hikari starts thinking of Itadori as like a brother or something like that? I have seen some things out there that says that could be a part of his broken domain expansion. We don't know exactly how much Itadori was able to accomplish during a brief time skip, but apparently he's a lot smoother. I don't think he's going to be able to break out that domain expansion just yet, but it will be interesting to see if one of the memory things happens with Itadori again. That'll be really interesting. As far as Fushiguro and Panda goes, so Fushiguro is trying to get a deep understanding of Karawara's ability. Now he must have some sort of idea. She was able to tag the Shikigami Hound the first time and made it to where it stuck to Fushiguro. It always repelled back to Fushiguro. So I guess Fushigoro's plan is to have a bunch of rabbits. So he's like, well, you can't tag all of these rabbits, so eventually I'll be able to get to you. That must be his plan here. And even she's at the end of the chapter, she's looking like rabbits. And just the look on Fushigoro's face, he's like, man, I'm gonna get it done with rabbits. You never know, man, I guess. But so I think it was a good chapter. It had some good exposition. You learned a little bit more about Hikari, man. I love these side characters that are in Jujutsu Kaisen, man. They're really fleshed out, and they actually they get fleshed out pretty quickly, and then you just get to thinking a little deeper. But yeah, this is a really good chapter, and this is our first chapter review. Sorry if it's not as smooth, but we're gonna get better. But I love Jujutsu Kaisen. We're gonna be doing chapter reviews every week of Jujutsu Kaisen. Next week we'll start doing One Piece, man. It'll be great, man. But you guys stick around for it. Drop a like and subscribe if you like the content, man. You guys, thank you so much. Peace out.